Thanks for joining our last session here on this track. We're going to be interviewing Dan Fiebelkorn. He's a senior partner at Solyco Advisors, and Dan has over $1 billion in hands-on transactional experience in public accounting and financial services and healthcare, real estate, construction industries, among others. Dan began in a boutique CPA firm for 4 years, over 10 years with a top 10 firm. Then he joined Solyco to lead the financial and tax services for small and mid-market clients. And he served clients ranging from small family-owned businesses to large institutional and private equity groups. That's a mouthful. Dan, welcome.
Thank you.
So Dan has an exciting an idea, a concept that he's been working on for a long time, not a long time, recently here, but effectively and working on it extensively. I'm going to let him talk to you about it, but I can tell you from experience from many people that I know who've utilized Dan's services that it's been extremely lucrative. And I want you to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this came up in the middle of last year when the PPP came out, and it was supposed to be one or the other. You're going to take the PPP, or you were going to do what this is called as employer retention tax credit. And at the time, they said one or the other. Well, this law has been revised many times and 4 or 5 revisions now. And in fact, you can use the PPP and you can do the employer retention tax credit. And the only thing you cannot do is use the same wages. So whenever you use your wages to forgiveness, you just can't use those same wages. And how this can be lucrative is you can get up to $5,000 per W-2 employee in 2020, and in 2021 it can be $7,000 per quarter per W-2 employee.
Wow.
So that can be just for having, someone's like, well, I might have 1 or 2 employees. Well, if you qualify for all the quarters, then you can get up to $33,000 per employee. So easy example is my brother-in-law. They have a company where they pour concrete, and they have 20 employees. He got $400,000, and just for doing the employer retention tax credit. And it's not unlike the PPP. You can use it on whatever you want. It's just going to be a cash refund, and you can use it on whatever you need it to be used for. So one of the big things is how you pass the test to qualify. Is either you had to be under an executive order. Well, almost everyone's been under an executive order, and I'm from Michigan, and we were from March 13th, 2020, and then for sure a stay-at-home order until May 29th. So the minimum I can say is you qualify for the second quarter of 2020, and that's the minimum. So at least every single company, besides someone like me that I could go work from anywhere. For you guys were affected by stay-at-home order. And most businesses were. So that's the minimum I can say you can qualify for. And then the maximum is if you were down gross receipts. And many people are saying, well, I'm not down 50%. Well, in 2021, it moved down to being 20% of gross receipts. And that can just happen out of luck. That in the first quarter, for some reason in 2021, you just collected less, or the cash flow or the weekend fell that day. And I guess a quick example there is I had somebody tell me, I talked to my CPA, they didn't qualify. I don't qualify. Well, all I did is ask for their sales for 2021 and 2019, and they qualified. They thought that they were up with gross receipts. They were overall, but not on that quarter. And all it takes is five minutes probably to look over your information real quick, and it's something easily to ballpark.
So let me get this straight. So
yeah.
What you do is you come in on a consultative basis, and what's the cost up front to?
There's none. So the upfront cost is $0, and how I wait for it is I wait for you guys to get your credit, and at that point the fee is 15% of whatever your credit is. So a credit that you probably didn't even know that existed, you could get up to, you'll get 85% net of that. And the hardest thing is for me to go out in front of people. At the beginning, I tried to cold call and say, hey, John Doe, hey, there's this program out there. There's free money out there. It's hard to convince somebody without having good, referrals to show, yes, this worked for so and so, and they got your money, and that's the hardest thing. So it's no upfront money, and I won't. There's no charge until you get the cash in hand.
So let me get this straight. So all I have to do, I own 10 storage facilities. I just get you some of my financials, my payroll numbers.
Yep.
Take a look. You go ahead and you apply on my behalf, and I could conceivably wind up with hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, and it's usually not even you that have to do it. It's whoever your accountant is. Send me them, and it probably takes them 5 minutes to give me my information. And yes, there is work on my part that you're not paying for nothing. There is work on my part, but it's the information that you already have easily available. It's payroll and it's sales. You already have it done.
Again, from my perspective, I own storage facilities. Why would I not do this?
Yeah. Again, the floor is 1 quarter, and that could be $5,000 per W-2 employee. That's your floor. Your ceiling could be, like I said, $33,000 per W-2 employee that you have.
And this is nothing by state. It's all federal. It's all federal dollars.
Yep, it's federal. It's not amending a tax return. It's amending a payroll tax return, which is called a 941. You amend it, and the timetable now they're saying is about 16 weeks. I'd say that is probably your biggest downfall in this. Is it's not cash that you're going to get right today. It'll be 16 weeks. You amend the tax return. If you can give me information fast, that's the quicker you can get your money. But
it's cash you never thought you were going to get anyways.
Yeah, for something you probably didn't know that existed. And the hardest thing is to talk to people like you and get the word out there.
And great. And how many times have you done this? And all that, how?
Once it was finally revised of how the current law is in May, I've done 100 and I think 72 of them so far. Different companies. So that means I've amended multiple forms, but 172 different companies. That's me. My firm has done over 500.
And then how much, any kind of sense of what kind of money you're saving people?
So we now, our gross number is we've gotten companies a total of $57 million back.
Whoa.
So it's something that, we took advantage of it. I'm a CPA background, and I just saw that people weren't using this, and we decided to kind of veer off for a little while and go this route to get people to get this going.
All right, so everybody watching this right now, give Dan a call. Let's talk to him. I can't imagine a single reason why anybody wouldn't just send them their documents and sign up with him and let him do his magic. And if you get nothing, it costs you 5 minutes. If you get something, you're an extremely happy person.
Correct. That's the way to go.
All right. Well, that's simple. All right. Well, I'm going to make sure that anyone I know gives you a call.
All right.
It sounds almost too good to be true, but I guess 57 million reasons why it's not, right?
That and the PPP was too good to be true, but we'll take it for what we had to go through.
And we pay lots of tax, right? We should get that coming back to us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for letting us know about this. I think this sounds amazing. And I will definitely be shouting this from the rooftops and encouraging everybody I know to do it. So.
Okay. Thank you.